We outside. And earlier today, I went to a blackberry farm and I picked blackberries. I've never picked blackberries before. I've picked blueberries. I've been on all different types of farms many times, but never blackberries. And it's something I always wanted to do. So finally the time aligned and I was able to go. I was very excited about that. So as the farm owner is telling me about the different varieties and how to pick the blackberries and which plots were like their tester plots and which ones are newer and the different rows of variety and varieties. I was very excited. I couldn't wait because I've been eating a lot of blackberries lately. So I knew that they would taste even better because I got to pick them. So with blueberries, you kind of pluck blueberries. You just pick them, you pull them off, you throw them in your bucket. With blackberries, you don't pick them and you don't squeeze them and you don't force them off. You kind of have to twist them. You turn them. If they turn and they come off pretty easy, then they're ready. And of course, the saying, the blacker the berry, the sweeter the juice, is 100% accurate. So I noticed that there were berries that looked black and plump and juicy, but when I would go to twist them off and I would turn them back and forth as I was instructed, they wouldn't come off. And then others I would touch and they would fall off. So you couldn't really tell which ones were ready just by the visual test. You kind of had to touch them and begin the process to see if they were actually ready, to see if they would cooperate. Sometimes people are like blackberries. They look sweet and plump and ripe and ready on the outside, but as you get closer and you begin to interact with them, you quickly find out the ones that aren't ready. They don't cooperate. So, do you give up after trying a few blackberries that look like they were ripe? Or do you continue to trust and go with what you learned and find those ripe blackberries? So as I was picking my blackberries, I got to taste a few, and some were juicy and sweet and some were sour. The sour ones did not deter me from continuing to pick blackberries. I adjusted and paid closer attention to what the leaves and the berries looked like. Was it a more mature plant or was it young? Was the berry actually black completely around, or did it have more areas on the other side of it that I didn't see that needed to be ripened? Was it at the top of the bush, or was it underneath? We don't allow interactions with tart and sour people to stop us from interacting with people completely. We just adjust and we learn our lesson and we move accordingly. Take care.